All right. Let's see. Let's watch this match. Let's see what's going on here.
I can't count. You got
Is this is it the first match here?
So he's going to stick with the Nemesis here.
All right, JDog. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
As long as he has drones and
Is
blades,
this it?
doesn't matter.
Just JDog? Okay. Let's see what's up.
Right?
So first of all, what I'm seeing here is this is a really tough matchup before anything. Like, it's hard to beat Zero with fucking Magneto. I can't imagine how difficult it must be to try to beat Zero with Nemesis. Like, I got mad respect for you if you do any sort of work in this situation. Like, you're actually a god if you can like make this matchup look doable. Like, you're actually a fucking god. So just starting off with that. But let's see what happens. Nice confirm here.
you're right. Good X factor by J.
You know what? I'm not mad. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this. I kind of like this. If you can run through the whole team, I like this a lot. This could be potentially a game if you get these incomings right. Like if you get these incomings.
Take the momentum early.
Okay, nice pressuring. Right, right, right. Calling your assist to protect you. All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, you just got hit. I don't know what you're trying to go for there. What? Since you're playing big bodies in this scenario, I wouldn't be mad at you if you just I don't know what'd you try to like go for there, JDog? Like I wouldn't be mad at you if you just kind of like did standing H into charge with your assist there. I think you tried to jump up back H and option select to grab tech, but right there, I'm like it's hard to tell because like a couple of reasons. Like for one, it's Romora, and there's like no telling what he's gonna do. To be honest, like I can't predict what he's gonna do, so it's hard to tell. But I wouldn't have been mad if you just kind of like did standing H there, just kind of hold your ground and call assist. But if you did that, the light could have hit you before then, and like you could have gotten happy birthday. So I don't know what happened there exactly, but yeah, you just got hit. I don't know.
Dash up light by Romora.
Okay.
Missiles goes. TAC up.
Okay. TAC.
Yeah, Romar definitely at the TAC.
If
They didn't have a
Hulk's probably not gonna die here, yeah, because this is hard to land on Hulk. Okay, nice, a bit of a punish.
Virgil.
Virgil
If
with
you
the
can kill,
dog.
no.
No, not quite.
All right, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's not a bad move. You just got grabbed out of it.
Able to
Maybe maybe
Virgil.
maybe because
Virgil
we know that the option select is so strong there. Maybe instead, like as soon as you hit the ground, instead of doing standing H, maybe use the Shoryu. His upper charge going down, like that would have been a really smart play there with that, if you're gonna use that anyways, like. But it's like how are you gonna know? Like you knew he was coming towards you. I know you knew that he was gonna come towards you, but he just happened to grab you out of your. It just happened to work out for him.
oh no.
But maybe if like that's happening and it's Doom, because he's such an aerial character, it wouldn't be like the worst thing to use the gamma. What is it? When he does the Sharyu, like he charges upward and then comes down, and it's like ground bounce.
And Romora able to throw Hulk out before the arm remove hits.
I think Hulk is really big.
That's a great awareness by Romora to get that throw. Gets the cross up. Great blocks by JDog here.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
so you're surviving. That's good. Yeah, I mean I agree with it. I don't agree with the button down, but you probably meant to push block, so we're just gonna brush over that.
Take care of Nemesis here. Maybe not. Just because.
What happened here? How'd you get hit? Did you hitting buttons on the way down, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe not. Just because the X factor was.
Yeah, and this is now bad. Like this is pretty bad. It's not the worst. You could still make this comeback. Doom versus Sentinel is 5-5, but with a bar with a
Fight multiple supers.
Definitely doing the right thing by putting Doom out there. That way.
yeah, and I'm guessing you're just waiting to like call out a situation where you can use your bar, but you can't. Nice, that was really good.
Such a great move there.
I really hope you make this comeback because that would be hype.
Amazing time to use.
Nice, nice, nice. This is not bad as well. I don't know how this matchup goes. I don't know, like, yeah, 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 yeah. And then this hurts right here. I don't know why he didn't use bar, but I guess okay. So he wanted to like start his game up with swords. Again, activate swords. Roll back. Oh, nice, nice wake up. Okay, I like it. I like it.
He's gonna keep
And then
those
you get to
blocks going
perform
pretty
out of it.
effective.
Nice. Oof, that was risky though. That was crazy.
Romora's a long way from building meter here. He can still kill on one hit if he gets the right hit.
Oh, caught it on startup. Luckily for JDog, Romora had no
Oh
meter.
no. Okay, nice. This is possible.
This could work. This could work. No.
Oh my goodness. This is your chance.
Push the button. He does not
Ooh,
forget to push the
nice.
button.
That was
JDog
hype.
getting the command to
That
pay
was sick,
attention.
bro. Good job.
J
Let's see next game. That was cool.
Who doesn't love watching big bodies play?
Okay. That round launch was really risky. Like it worked out, but you didn't have an assist behind you. If he up backs or anything, you're pretty much just giving your what is it? Your your nemesis away. And I get that you probably feel like confident because you just made a comeback and like you got the adrenaline rushing and you want to make all these plays and stuff like that. But I don't know. It wouldn't hurt to like try to play the lead. But this is nemesis versus zero. So literally, if you don't take drastic situations like that, I guess I guess I don't hate it. But it was
just
risky.
like
You got
that,
the hit though.
JDog with the raw S to start the combo.
I wouldn't advise to doing that often. Like,
Some damage here, but might not be enough. We might have to.
yeah, you can't even kill here, even if you X, and I think you know that. Oh
No,
wait,
X. Is that gonna
yeah,
be
yeah,
enough?
yeah.
I didn't think it would be. I knew the combo was way too long.
Okay, it
Gets
worked
the
out.
alpha counter, spends the other meter.
It worked out. I would
All
have
right, this
maybe
is all
charged
good
for it. I don't
positioning
know.
here.
Well worth it to take care of zero there.
Yeah, but unfortunately that combo drop. He's got to be more careful.
Nice
He
into
knows his
a
character's better than
nothing.
that.
Okay,
Great evasion by JDog. Water gun.
Oh, the
nice. Stand your
H.
ground. I like it.
Believe.
Okay, nice. He
Little
read
surprised
it.
we didn't just see a launch in there.
That's like the first time you ever put. That's like the first time this set you put him in a mix and you go for the command grab. So you can't really be mad about it. Like.
Yeah, this is very reminiscent of the last game here where Romora got
But I
the
think I think the evolution of that starts with the evolution of that mix, like the since like the very beginning
oh, the
is kind of
H.
I don't know is kind of to meet them on the ground, uh, because I think the only reason why a command grab would work in the first place is because they're so afraid of getting like hit low or like command grab. Like it's the fear you want to make them fear first and then you take advantage of that and you use that to your advantage, right? You use that to you cash in that check, right? That's what I call it. Like you cash in a check when like you make them fear the low, you make them you know do like you make them fear your what is it your armor. You make them fear the charge. It paralyzes them, and then you cash in all of that like fear, and then you take advantage of that and you grab them, and that's like the evolution, right? Of that of like that thought process, I guess, or like that's how you take advantage of it, right? So here, this is the first time you've put him in a mix with Hulk, and you go for the grab the first time, which I mean, it's a guess. It's like legit a guess. It's a 50-50. There's no way he can like react to you doing this. He just committed to holding up back, frame one, and it just so happened to not work. But I think like you should try to start with making them fear the low because if you had gone low, it would have worked, right? And that's like the Justin is that like people always expect the other like they always expect the mix, they always expect the fancy thing, and nobody nobody like everybody flinches and everybody is scared of that fancy, everybody's scared of getting hit by that extra stuff that like a simple low works out. And that's why Justin always goes low, because like the fancy, everybody is afraid because everybody knows that Justin can do the fancy stuff, but going low, a simple low, everybody flinches and everybody like holds up back, just like Romora did right now. So I don't know, just food for thought. It's food for thought. You know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to like, especially at the start of a match. Don't be afraid to like establish that. Hey, I have a command grab and I have all this armor and I have all these charges. So you know, you have
What
you
happened
have to
to
like
you, Gabriel?
Thank you so much for the tier one. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys. Um, like it's like you have to like establish, hey, I have all this stuff, I have all these armor, I have all of these like things that are fancy that I can do, but I'm also able and willing to go low and establish that. And that's when like you you know once they're like afraid of your armor and once they're afraid of like getting hit low, that's when you start to like, okay, let me go for this command grab and pull a quick one on them, you have to like establish yourself as like that. You have to establish that as like the ground, I like right now it's the first time you've ever put him in a mix with Hulk, right? And he guessed right. So it was it's kind of just a guess, but I'm just saying, like, before you go for the command grab, make sure that you've established that you can go low and make them fear that low. That's when you catch them holding down back. You know, it's all about fear. Big bodies, it's all fear. Hager, you don't want to contest him because of like, he's got all this armor. He's got all this like these crazy hitboxes with like pipe, and any trade is not going to work out in your favor. And you're so afraid of him. Like, how are you going to contest that? And then once you're afraid of that, that's when he dashes up and like once he establishes that he can has all this stuff and he goes low and stuff like that, then he dashes up and command grabs your ass and you're dead. Like, like it's the fear. It's all fear. What's up, guys? Just interrupting my own little video really quick just to say that I had completely forgotten that JDog had just won a match with Sentinel with a command grab at the end of the match. So when I'm talking about the evolution of Romora's defense thought process against JDog's mix-up, command grab or low, I completely forgot that he had just lost a match, which probably meant that Romora thought that holding down back was really bad because he could probably get command grabbed. Since he had just lost it, it was probably really fresh in his mind when he thought about how to win the next match. Yeah, I just want to say I completely forgot about that when talking about the evolution of Romora's defensive thought process. Yeah, back to the video. And right there, he just guessed right. Romora just guessed right, and yeah, a simple low would have like
Yeah, he knew
done
he
it.
had the X Factor
But
down.
let's see what happens after that. Let's see what happens after that.
Believe
just
this
just
fight
food for thought. It's just the thoughts that I think about like when I'm trying to play Hulk and stuff like that. I'm not like my Hulk isn't amazing, but if you can take from that like that whole little like sequence that I just said, like if you can take anything from that, like maybe I don't know, maybe that'll help you out in some way. It's just another opinion. Okay, so again he's showing you here that he's not afraid of Hulk. He chose to up back here, but he's showing you that, hey, even though you have Hulk, I'm going to go in and I'm going to press grab in your face. You see that?
Romora with the throw. Yeah, he
And
knew
he's
he had
he's
the X
choosing
Factor
the
there
X
to
factor because he
control.
knows that Hulk is like the what is it? Like the what up, Grod? So Hulk is like the so he's showing you he's not afraid to press buttons, and he's also showing you that he thinks that your Hulk is the most dangerous part of this team because I agree. I think Hulk is the most dangerous part of like this team. He like gets the party started most of the time, and he's most likely getting hits. Not to undermine your nemesis or anything like that, but like I think Hulk is the most dangerous part of this team. Like Nemesis is good, but like it's really hard to kill without X Factor for like a lot of characters. If you get a solid hit here, I've seen you do some crazy combos though, JDog. So you could probably kill Doom here, but still, I don't know. Okay, so he's X Factoring and he's like, okay, it's time to go. Is this versus still the first? Is this still the first match where? How did you hit 0? I forgot. Sorry. Let's go back 2 seconds.
he doesn't love
Oh yeah,
watching
you launched him. You raw launched him. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, so going back,
Age.
he X Factors.
More got the throw
He
though.
he brings out. Okay, what happened here?
X Factor killed Hulk. JDog was able to finish it off last time though.
Yeah, that's just a teleport mix. It's legit 50-50.
Phase, get Doom in. Should have enough to take care of Nemesis.
It's legit just 50-50.
Incredible pace when he's an X Factor.
So I don't blame you for getting hit. Can you do it again? Can you do it again? So what I want to see is like a shift in change and like a little bit of a change.
They jump H there. You have to hard drive
Like
to get out.
now that you've gotten your Hulk has gotten grabbed by his Doom
Get him
twice.
out.
So maybe like try to jump away from his Doom, or maybe instead go for like a Shoryu Because if he dashes up and he tries to grab in, like he's trying to option select grab in your face.
Oh, this is gonna work out perfect for JDog.
Yeah, if he's trying to like, if he like dashes up and he's trying to option select throw in your face with Doom, if you do the Shoryu, it doesn't let it like takes priority. It has priority over the grab. Like the hitbox is like makes you airborne and it's just active so fast that like if he dashes up to you, you're going to hit him. So let's see if you adapt and you change a little bit here. Let's see what your opening gambit is. Okay, so again you go for the opening gambit. I'm guessing it's not. Yeah, yeah, I'm guessing it's not safe there. That's a bit risky, and I don't blame you for going for this because if you tried to play neutral against Zero with Nemesis, you're probably gonna lose just off like the fact that Zero is so broken and so overpowered. Like I don't blame you for trying to go for this opening gambit. You know, like it's just really tough. What I'd like to you to do is maybe message Sack Tap and ask him like how does he approach the Zero matchup, because I've seen him do pretty well. For the most part, I've seen him like try to not play Nemesis against Zero. I think he knows that this matchup is really really bad. No, 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 not standing medium. I'm talking about the Shoryu. So when he does the gamma charge upward into that, not standing medium. No, no, no. I'm talking about because he's already grabbing like for Doom. I mean, Doom's already grabbing Hulk. Like, he grabbed him twice, and he's showing that he's not afraid. But yeah, JDog, ask like Sacktap what he thinks about this matchup and how he thinks like is the most optimal way of playing it. Because I don't want to tell you just play neutral, dog. Like forehead, like come on, like that's like saying like I don't know. That's like saying, hey, just pick up Mjolnir's hammer. It's easy. It's just a hammer, bro. It's like I can't tell you because I don't know, you know? But I know that Zero versus Nemesis is probably really, really hard to win, legit, like without any like help from assists and stuff like that. Like I don't know. Okay, so yeah, yeah, yeah. So as expected, Nemesis will probably just explode when trying to play against Zero. So yeah, and then Hulk is probably not even that much better. You try to call out that he's gonna do projectiles here. It doesn't work out. Okay, the charge. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Can you confirm? Nice, nice. Big confirm. I like it. You need the momentum. You need this momentum. Hulk can go. So Hulk can run absolutely run through a whole team if he's got this. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Mix. Oh, nice. You called that he would look. You're once again. You called this time. You were right. You called that he was gonna jump, right? You called that he was gonna jump, right? And so you went for the command grab, but look at this. Okay, look at that. It missed, right? And again, you could have just gone low. You know? Like if you had gone low there, it would have hit again. That's the second time this match that you put him in a mix. He up backs. What up, MP3 some? He jumps. He jumps again, right? Like, and this time you called it, so you technically should have gotten that hit, but it didn't. It didn't work out, just because of the timing. It was off, right? But like you could have gone low again, and it would have hit again, most likely, because he went up back as soon as you got near him, you know. So again, before you start going for command grabs, I think you should establish that hey, I can hit you low too. Like I have a low, and I know how to use it, and I know when to use it. What right? What up, MP3 some? Thanks so much, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Um, much love to you too, man. But yeah. Okay, so that's tough. Let's see what happens. Do you super? Okay, no, you block it. Which I mean, you had 2 bars, so it's not a bad choice. I think you should have taken some damage here and maybe. Oh no, you didn't have the bar. Sorry, you didn't have the bar to do that. Never mind. It still would have put him in a bad situation because like the up jump is so fast that if you were here and you see this and you super, I don't know. Wait, did you do standing H? Yeah, dude. Okay, so you do standing H. I don't know if you can cancel standing H into super, but if you can, this right here wouldn't have been a bad situation to do super. I know it sounds weird, but the upcharge is really really fast. So like he has to make this decision, right? Really, really fast. I know it's risky. It's also risky. So like, it does cancel. Okay. Like I know it's risky because like if he gets the DHC right, your character dies and you get hit with X Factor going for like a crazy strategy. But yeah, no. Like let's see. Like this is the other option here is to get. Okay, he tries going for the high. Okay, so what happened here is he went for something once, it didn't work, and what happened? We talked about this yesterday. You try something, you don't get it, and then you immediately try to go for it again. I don't blame you for getting hit because like after he went high, like obviously the first thing anybody like is gonna do is go low to follow up that. But since he has swords, he just has like the ability to mix you up, and this is unfortunately what happens when like you're forced to block fucking swords. So I don't know. I don't blame you for getting hit.
Oh, Romora.
But he went for it, and he's gonna X Factor Hulk. And this is just bad here. So what?
Once again, setting up
Yeah,
right now.
swords into instant overhead,
Moore still has X Factor left. That's just coming out
and then
with
I
the boom
think
Virgil show. This time,
you.
still has X
Yeah. What'd you try to do here? Wait, hold on. I can't even tell because like you get hit immediately out of it.
This time, Moore
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you tried canceling into the point into the other ones. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm guessing you tried to do like something else and then you got crossed up. Uh,
has X
but
Factor
yeah,
left.
just so much stuff is happening and everything is so fast that like like yeah, Sentinel just has a hard time just keeping up and being able to because he's such a big character that has to commit to like certain things,
So much startup in Sentinel's butt,
and
or
it like
coming
takes
in
so
Sentinel's
long.
butt
So
there.
yeah,
Support.
Osfield said it right. He said like yeah, Sentinel's got like so big buttons that like big buttons that you have to commit to basically. I think right here it's like a bad situation. So any advice that I can give you from in this situation is probably not going to mean a win. It's probably not going to mean a comeback. What I can offer you information for is just try not to commit to such big things, especially when he has X Factor. And then like this wasn't gonna hit anyways. Like I don't know if maybe you were zoning with it or like a little bit and just putting hitboxes out there just for him to walk into it. But this, I don't know. Maybe you tried to like dash twice, or maybe you try to like plink dash twice and try to catch him or something like that. But this didn't hit anybody. You know what I mean? Like and then you try to cancel it in there. Maybe you reacted to the teleport. But like what I can't tell you like the secret to make this comeback. What I can tell you is a secret is like
Sentinel coming out against
the what can help you out a little bit is just try not to commit to like such big actions that require like a lot of time. If you can try like to do what like Ray does, and if you notice what Ray does, it's very smart. Like he uses like jump. He jumps a lot, and then he does when he right before he hits the ground, he does like falling medium, and that is like a really big hitbox that goes like almost mid screen. Like from here, like if you did jumping medium, you might even be able to hit Doom still here, right? Like jump up and then wait until you're close to the ground and then do jumping medium, like a receding, a falling jumping medium, a normal, and that lets you put hitboxes out while not committing to anything. And you once you hit the ground, you can block immediately. So, and it's a really crazy big normal. So like I can't tell you the secret to making this comeback, but I could tell you that if you commit less, you won't be putting yourself in like a bad spot in a bad situation like you did here.
Moore still has
So yeah, try using those jump mediums. Maybe like the grenades. Maybe like the grenade that popped, that sea grenade. I think it's the heavy grenades. They don't go away if you get hit, so like it's kind of got like a bit of an insurance. So
X Factor
yeah,
left. That's just
like
gonna
this is already like a bad situation, so I can't really tell you like exactly what to do to win here because it's a miracle. You have to make the miracle happen without X Factor. Like I don't even think Ray could do it consistently every time. Not to talk shit about Ray, but I'm saying it's a really difficult thing to do. Even though Ray makes the comeback consistently a lot of the times, it's crazy. Okay, Okay, nice. So you go for you guys probably both went for like an option select. Romora was probably just matching H, to be honest. Let's be fucking real. Um, and then what is it? Oh no, he fucking did low light. So yeah, so Zero has one of the fastest like normals low lights in the game. I think it's 3 frames. Standing light. It might be standing light or low light. I don't know. But he's got one of the fastest normals in the games, which is a 3 frame jab. Um, he did the dual Kevin. But yeah. Let's see. So it's kind of tough to like contest him at the beginning of the match. But again, I don't blame you for going for like a risky play because if you tried to play regular neutral, you might lose just because it's Zero. Not because it's Remora, but just because it's Zero. Not to say Remora has like the worst decision making. He's just a bit of a nut. He's just a bit of a nut. Okay.
No, he went for
Went for
looks
command
like he
grab.
went for the throw, and after the tech, he went straight for a command throw attempt there. Definitely not something you want to do against zero players. You know zero players are mashing that next button already.
Yeah.
They've got the good buttons. Why not, right?
Yeah, the dual Kevin for sure. That catches a lot of people, and then like he even called assist behind it, but because it's a 3 frame jab, he just kind of can do that. And then I'm guessing, yeah,
The dash
this is just
under
zero
adjusted
game
for
here.
Romora. I don't know if you can build enough to kill Hulk here. What do you want to do? Snap? X Factor? I don't.
Yeah, there's honestly not much you can do there. I can't really give any input other than like play maybe find a Zero player that
Wow, he
puts you in these
was not hitting
situations a
those.
lot.
Hitting.
And then that's how you get
Very
comfortable trying to block it and you can
Oh,
anticipate things.
just
The
look.
only way you get good at
Factor
blocking
or
Zero is
just
if you've
buster?
had to block him a bajillion
opportunity
times.
there to get out. Maybe went
Uh,
all in X
so
Factor
yeah,
there.
and then Zero's just broken. Let's see, you get another shot here. I like this, even though you had to X Factor, but unfortunately Doom went away and like the yeah. So launch, a bit of a commitment there.
Oh, and the raw medium lightning
He
right
went for the
there.
grab.
Romora just has to be careful of these assist calls, and it doesn't matter. Gets this crouching light.
Yeah.
So let's
Nice.
see. I want to see. Let's see that jump
Tries to
grab.
get the super jump confirmed in X.
There's a moment.
Oh, and the raw medium
Yeah, I don't. I like
right
that. I like that jump grab. That's pretty good.
there.
I I
Romora
don't know.
just has to be
Yeah.
careful
Oh yeah. You have to respect that.
of these
You
assist
have to
calls, and it
respect that.
doesn't matter.
Unfortunately.
Gets this crouching light.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was a little too plus there off of that dive. JDog was trying to probably get a back throw. Did not work out.
Okay.
And a
So
perfect
this was just a Zero game.
Romora
Um,
just
and of course the
Keep
fucking
that
Remora
now. There.
taunt. It's so disrespectful. I fucking hate that aspect of Remora. I really don't like that he's like disrespectful like that. Especially playing against like he wins a match against like somebody playing Nemesis and he teabags. It's like, bro, you're playing Zero, dude. Like, how are you teabagging? JB. So I mostly just stream on my days off. Right now, I'm working like a seasonal job. So after the like the new after like a couple of weeks, like maybe like a week or something, I might be having more time to stream since I might be out of a job. Um, let's see. Uh, I'm down to do like match analysis as much as you guys want to like give me matches to analyze, and if you're enjoying my match analysis, I'll keep doing it. I'm very down to keep doing it. Eventually, if enough people like it and enough, and I'm talking like big numbers, but I doubt that we'll get there with Marvel 3 at least. But if eventually like big numbers happen, I don't know, I might charge like a little fee, just like a little $5, $10 fee for like every match that you want me to sit down and explain, you know what I mean? Because like is it's very it's I don't know. I try my best to like give people advice on like their gameplay, like to make them better players. So if you can take anything away from my match analysis that makes you a better player, like that's a W for me. And if the people want to like get to a point where they think that it's enough to pay for, that's also a big W, because I get to make a little bit of money off of like the thing what I love. It's honestly what I love to do. And like, if I can not do that if I can not do that for free, like that, there's that saying, like, if you're good at it, don't do it for free. Like, if I can do that, that'd be fucking awesome. But for now, like, I'm feeling very like Christmas spirity, and I just really like to like give people analyzations. And if anybody feels like they learned something, or like they take something positive out of these analysis, whatever, I'm happy. I'm happy. Thanks, JB. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you guys feel this way. That's awesome, man. How much am I going to charge? Oh, I'm not going to charge anyone this year. Probably not next year. I'm just saying that like eventually, if I've got like more viewers, and I've got like more people asking me, like if I have people DMing me constantly like, hey, can you do this, can you do this, can you do this, and I've got like 20 of them to do, I might be like, yo, I'll do yours if you give me like, I don't know, like $5 to $10. I don't know, something like that. It's not gonna be like, oh, fucking $100 for a match, or like 5 minutes every 1 minute that I give, or like, it's not gonna be like that. It's just like, oh, like a little tip. If you want to give me like a little tip, go for it. So that's the end of this match, I believe. And I've got two things, and we talked about two things that I think would help out. That I would think would help out in this scenario. First of all, okay,
Staying out of
I've got
trouble,
I've got three
Benji?
things. Three things that I can give you that might help you out in this scenario.
Every victory,
Let's see
just
what's going on
puts a
here.
man down.
What's going on here? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I heard Anna say something, but oh, dope, JDog. Damn, dude. Damn, JDog, bro. That's crazy, bro. Thanks so much. I was just saying hypothetically $10. I was just saying hypothetically, bro. I wasn't saying, hey, dude, give me $10. But no, no, no. Like, it was just a hypothetical thing in the future. But if you want to pay it forward, that's fucking awesome, dude. JDog, I appreciate you. You've been hella generous today, and I appreciate that a lot, man. So yeah, I've got three things that could probably help you out. The first one is talking to someone that's really good. Try messaging SACTAP about this matchup. No, if you want, because if you're gonna play against zeros, and you want to start, what is it, Nemesis each time, I would suggest like asking
Love watching
um like SACTAP. So I would suggest asking SACTAP, because for the most part, you started with some opening gambits, and you did the same opening gambit. You did the same opening gambit twice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you went for the same opening gambit twice. It worked once, and I think you killed zero, or I don't know. I don't think you even got to kill zero. So
Oh,
if you're gonna go, okay, so I got four things now. If you're gonna go for an opening gambit like that, so look, you went for your opening gambit here, and it worked, right? My big problem about this that I want to tell you, that I think is you can help work on here, is research, like go into the lab and practice this opening gambit, and make sure that you can land this combo every single time before you go for this opening gambit.
oh no.
And by land, I mean like land it and kill, because here it just seems like you X factored, and you really really wanted. What up, NPH? Like, you really really wanted to land this, but like you didn't know what to do, and so you improvised and you dropped a combo after you X
That
factored,
could be enough. I didn't
and
think
then I
about
think you
that.
get hit here.
The combo was way too
Okay, no, no, no,
strong.
zero dies. Okay, go.
The alpha.
So that's like, yeah, that's number two. Number one. So number one is talk to ask SACTAP, hey, what do you think about this? What's the best way I can approach this matchup? And then if you're gonna go for number two is, if you're gonna go for opening gambits, make sure that if you're gonna X factor, once you land your opening gambit and it works, um, make sure you can kill off of that opening gambit if you're gonna pop the X factor. Number three, uh, remember that if you go for something, if you go, what's this?
Maybe. Oh no.
So
Not.
you see, in this set, twice you got grabbed because Remora had no fear of your Hulk. He kind of just said balls to the wall and fucking option select the throw. Um, so if you're ever in this situation again,
Punish on Virgil.
I think you should go for Shoryu. If you know he's gonna come at you, and I know that you knew that he was going to come at you, because I knew that he was gonna. I like you can tell that you did standing H in anticipation, and it doesn't seem, and you don't do standing H on wake up. You know, I don't think you JDog. I don't think you do standing H on wake up just to do standing H. Like you're not just mashing it out. I think you had an intention of like, because you knew that he was gonna come and hit you. Um, and you use this standing H as like your tool to like protect you and hit him, hopefully, right? So if you know that it's Doom, try using the Shoryu. Try using his Shoryu because it's faster and it activates faster. It's safe if they block it. Um, it's like plus or it's neutral. I can't remember. Uh, what up, Liberal Terminator? And No, don't gamma charge more. Maybe gamma charge more. I don't know. I don't think he had like an opportunity to really gamma charge more. But yeah, do the aerial, the Shoryu gamma charge, right? The Shoryu, because it's neutral or it's plus. I can't remember. And in this scenario, Doom would have gotten clapped if you did the Shoryu. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's it's more optimal because it's Doom and he has to bunny hop towards you, and then he was already just mashing forward H. You see? He's just mashing forward H as soon as he hits the ground. So if you do the Shoryu, like you win in that scenario. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. What up, Liberal Terminator? What's good, brother? Yeah. Another thing, and probably the most important thing that I noticed about this is that you could have gone low twice in this match. You could have gone low twice and it would have worked. Instead, you went for like the command grab option, which before establishing or making him fear the low, like there was no reason for him to hold down back because you never put him in a situation where holding down back was the right idea, you know? So yeah, so maybe go low against Remora a little bit more, or maybe just go low in general a little bit more. I don't think you went for low in general once, and I think before you can start taking the fancy option, you gotta let them know that you are willing to go low, and I think those four things will help you out maybe a little bit. Hopefully. Yeah. Cool. We had another video posted. Let's see what this is about. Let's see. Okay, so corner to corner, Magneto.
Mag Modok and Doom, all white, dash of purple and blue. They call him Priest. They call him Priest. It's Wednesday night, my kind of fight. Plasma magnets, bombs, we jamming all night. I roll up to Kevin, ask him where's my payout. Cause this tourney's looking free, dog, I'm trying to bounce. Okay, I guess I'll put on a show for all the monsters at home. They think they're better, but offline they know that they would get owned. If they showed up, they get blown up. I take that easy money, buy myself a Corona. Yeah, you could pray for mercy, but I ain't that kind of priest. I'ma pull out pocket Lele and begin the OCD. Or maybe if you're lucky, I'ma pull out OG. Cause my double demon modified alien is OD. They call him Priest. Mad Modok and Doom, all white, dash of purple and blue. They call him Priest. Mad Modok and Doom, if you're free, he might pick Ryu. They call him Priest. Mad Modok and Doom, all